Aloha, friends. Welcome to the Brass Monkey Tiki Podcast, your tropical escape, where we dive into all things tiki culture, cocktails, and beyond. Welcome back to New York's Lost Tiki Paradise.
Oh, I like that.
Today, we're diving deep into the story of the Hawaiian Room
Okay.
at the Lexington Hotel in New York City. From what we've gathered, it was opened from 1937 to 1966. And it really offered a very unique experience.
Okay.
It blended Hawaiian music with American musical trends.
Okay.
And it had a full-on hula show. Yeah. So it was this tropical escape right in the middle of Manhattan.
Right in the middle of the hustle and bustle.
Yeah. And for this deep dive, we'll be looking at historical accounts and a lot of different discussions about this really fascinating place.
That's a very unique juxtaposition to have like this tropical paradise in the middle of New York City.
So to get started, why don't we look at the Lexington Hotel itself?
Sure.
So this hotel was actually completed just before the 1929 market crash.
Wow.
And they had this huge basement dining room, and they had a hard time figuring out what to do with it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, with the market crash happening, I bet they had all kinds of problems.
Yeah. So in 1937, the hotel manager, Charles Rochester, he decided he wanted to experiment with an all-Hawaiian entertainment concept.
So he decided to completely change things up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that actually led to the official opening in that same year, 1937.
Wow.
Yeah, and with it, they featured Andy Iona as the band leader.
Okay.
And Ray Kinney was the featured singer. They had authentic Hawaiian music.
Okay.
Hula dancers.
Of course.
Who they called the Aloha Maids.
The Aloha Maids.
Okay. And Polynesian cuisine.
Wow. So a full-on experience.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then just a year later, in 1938,
Okay.
Ray Kinney decided to bring back a trio of hula dancers.
Oh, okay.
Napura Mapuana and Pulani. And these performances were held twice nightly.
Wow.
Except on Sundays.
Okay.
So it became like this regular thing.
So like if you were in New York and you wanted to like escape, you could just go to the Hawaiian Room twice a night.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
And the hula performances really showcase different styles.
Oh, like what?
Well, for example, they had the noho, which is the sitting hula.
Okay.
And the luna, which is the standing hula.
Okay, so two very different types of dance.
Yeah, and each with its own kind of like expressive quality.
Okay.
Yeah, so the noho often depicted like elements of the natural world.
Oh, okay.
Like ocean waves or, swaying trees.
Okay.
And the luna allowed for like a broader expression of emotions.
Okay.
Through movement and gesture.
So like more storytelling.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And of course, no Hawaiian Room experience would be complete without the Aloha Maids.
The hula dancers, right?
Hula dancers, exactly.
And you said they were typically Polynesian women?
Yeah.
How old were they?
Usually between like 17 and 24.
Okay, so pretty young.
Yeah. And so the Hawaiian Room quickly became a really popular spot.
Yeah.
And it drew in New York City residents, of course, but also tourists and dignitaries.
Oh, wow.
And a whole bunch of celebrities.
Really?
Yeah.
Like who?
Well, there's Arthur Godfrey, of course.
You're right. He broadcast from there.
John Wayne.
Oh, wow.
Duka Hanamoku.
Wow.
Ella Fitzgerald.
Okay.
Barbra Streisand.
Wow.
Richard Burton and Buddy Hackett.
That's quite the guest list.
Yeah.
So, going back to what you said about escaping the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of these celebrities felt the same way.
That's a really good point.
Yeah,
it must have been like a little oasis for them.
Yeah, get away from the paparazzi.
Yeah, for now.
A little bit.
I found this funny anecdote about how an old lady was enjoying watching her husband try to hula.
Oh, that's cute.
I know, right?
That's really sweet.
So over time, the Hawaiian Room's aesthetic changed.
Oh, how so?
Well, initially it was more of like a general South Seas theme.
Okay.
Some people called it like pre-tiki.
Pre-tiki. Okay.
But as tiki culture started to gain popularity, they started incorporating more specific tiki elements.
Okay.
So they had tapa tablecloths and lamps. And eventually they went full-on tiki decor.
Wow.
Like with tiki lamps and bugs.
Okay, so they were really keeping up with the trends.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the Hawaiian Room closed its doors in 1966.
Oh, no, why?
Well, there were a few reasons, actually.
Oh, okay.
One was that new federal workplace fire safety regulations were put in place. And this was actually prompted by an injury
Oh, no.
to a hula dancer at another venue.
Oh, gosh.
And these new regulations would have required them to do some really costly fireproofing renovations.
So that's probably a big part of why they closed.
I think so.
Wow.
And on top of that, they had to temporarily close during the 1966 New York City transit strike, which really hurt business.
Yeah, I bet.
And then there was a fire later that year
Oh, no.
that led to the permanent closure.
So a bunch of different factors culminating in its closure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sadly.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
But the space didn't stay empty for long. Yeah, in late 1968, it reopened as the Chateau Madrid Club.
Wow. So completely different vibe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the Hawaiian Room's legacy lived on.
Okay.
You know, their motto was Aloha.
I like that.
If you can't come to the islands, let the islands come to you.
Oh, that's so perfect.
And it really played a significant role in introducing Hawaiian culture to New York.
Yeah.
For nearly 3 decades.
I mean, New York is about as far as you can get. Yeah.
From Hawaii.
Definitely.
Climate-wise, anyway.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That's really cool.
Yeah. To show you how enduring this legacy is, in 2012, they celebrated the 75th anniversary of the Hawaiian Room.
Oh, wow.
And the Hula Preservation Society even organized return performances.
Oh, that's cool.
In 2018.
Wow.
And historical artifacts from that time are still popping up today.
Really?
Yeah, like postcards, menus, matchbooks, souvenir photos.
Wow, so there's still like traces of it around.
And if you want to learn more about the Hawaiian Room, there's a documentary on PBS Hawaii called The Hawaiian Room.
Okay.
And the Hula Preservation Society and the Hawaiian Historical Society both have archives with photographs and videos.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot of information out there for people who want to learn more.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So the Hawaiian Room at the Lexington Hotel truly was a unique and special place.
Yeah.
You know, it brought the spirit of aloha to New York City for 3 decades.
I mean, I wonder what it would be like to visit.
I know, right?
Like today.
Yeah.
You know, I think it really speaks to the desire people have to escape.
Definitely.
You know, like even in a place like New York City, people wanted something different.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to be transported somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's a really good point.
You know, and it makes me wonder what kind of spaces we're creating today.
Yeah.
You know, that will have that same lasting impact.
That's a great question.
You know?
Yeah, I think that's something for all of us to think about.
Yeah.
Till next time, aloha.